Well, fellas, today has been a wild one in the 37 Furnace world record progression, hasn't it? Now, before we get started with this video, I just want to quickly say, if you want to just skip ahead to the world record, I totally understand. It's a little bit in the middle of the video because I want to give some commentary and some context beforehand, but if you want to go to the world record, just go in the description and it's listed there. Now, with that being said, what has gone on today, March 10th, in the world record progression? Now, the progression actually starts yesterday with the discovery of the new seed. Minterbit released a new video after weeks of the category going stagnant, in which he found a new seed by utilizing some communication in some Discord servers and using his own code and some online sources to be able to narrow down and manually look through possible seeds for the category until he finally found the one that you're going to see today. Now me, of course, I wanted to put just as much effort into finding a valuable seed. I mean, Minterbit had put so much in, so I did the only thing I could. And I went to his channel, and I copied the seed, of course. I'm too lazy for all of that. I just take the seeds that are available and use them. After I started using the seed, I wasn't able to get a run in the few hours I was playing yesterday, didn't get much sleep, and ended up just having to go to bed to go to school. Well, after school today, I had a little bit more time after I got some of my homework done, and very quickly managed to get a world record already. And somehow, this world record was already sub 37 seconds. This was super exciting because that was the main milestone that I was looking forward to in the category. That meant one furnace was obtained for every second. And I saw a comment recently that said FPS, furnace per second, which I thought was really funny. So I was really happy that I was the one to be able to beat that milestone. But with the speed I got that PB, I knew that I would be able to take the category further if I wanted. So I kept doing some runs, and soon enough I got the second run of the two that you could see on my channel, which I believe is the first time that the same person has had the two records twice in a row. Of course, soon enough, my reign of terror had to end. I ended up getting on call with Josh again, just like I did with the last seed, and we started to discuss our routes, which, since of course my route is quite different from the one that most people have been using, and also just trying to figure out optimizations. And Josh sees a comment in Minterbit's video talking about some sister seed where you could spawn right near the buried treasure. So of course this has us intrigued. What's this about? Well, we check out the seed and realize, yeah, you can spawn literally on top of the buried treasure. Now, of course, I quickly find a seed that allows me to spawn close to a tree because that's my preferred method of routing, is to do the tree and go into the cave. And it's really cool that both methods are viable, but that's just the way I prefer. And soon enough, we're off to the races. One of us is bound to get a world record soon enough, since we're cutting off a couple seconds of having to run over to the buried treasure, and soon enough, Josh ends up being the first one to get a sub 35 run. Now, admittedly, I was a little disappointed that he beat me to it, but I had at least gotten the sub 37 milestone, which is the one I valued the most, and I was really happy to see that Josh got a well-deserved world record yet again. After these three world records had happened, I finally managed to get my first sub 35, but it was barely under 35 seconds. I had to retime it to make sure, and of course did not beat Josh's time. So this is that run, and just keep in mind when you're watching this, this is the fastest time that I was able to complete a run before the record that you will see after. So that's the main reason I wanted to include this run, is just because the time jump is absolutely ridiculous from this one to the world record. Also, I'm going to include the reaction on this one as well as the world record. The reaction on this one is so funny to me, and I didn't even realize how funny it was until I rewatched it to edit this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as me, because this was hilarious. Oh my god. Dude. No way. I need to go check it again. Unfortunately, after I did check the time, it was barely under that 35-second time. Now, of course, this wasn't the end of the progression yet. The run I just showed wasn't even the world record, just my personal rendition of my first sub 35, and soon enough, Josh's run ended up getting beaten by Weather again, who was the previous world record holder that held the record for multiple weeks on the previous seed. He got a time of 33 seconds and 200 milliseconds. This jump made me lose a bit of hope because I started to see the world record slip away from me. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to catch back up, and I thought I might have to learn the other strategy because I wasn't 100% confident wood first was better. But I kept pushing and just hoping that I thought sub 33 was very feasible for me. I had had some paces like that. Soon enough, though, at this point, me and Josh were not on call anymore, and he messages me saying that he's beat the record again. I get a little bit sweaty, I'm a little bit worried, but he only beat it by 33 seconds. So the opening was still wide for getting the first sub 33 run and getting the record back. Now with that brief history lesson, Now with that brief history lesson on the progression from just one day of the 37 Furnace category, I'm proud to present, hopefully, a run that will last for a couple of days as a world record in the progression. Also, I do apologize for having an Alex skin during the run. I've had a bunch of internet issues where my Wi-Fi will just cut out for like a couple hours per night, so I really need to get a new Wi-Fi card, but apologies for that during the run. There's not really much I can do about it. Oh my, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, dude, the run of all runs. Sub 30's possible, sub 30's possible. My fastest run is barely under sub 35. I don't understand how this happens. I don't understand, but I will take it. I will take it. Oh my god. I saw that 40 in my inventory, like that 41, and I knew this pace was like pretty good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. What in the world? How did that happen? Okay. I think I may have just ended the category. Like, I'm so serious. I think that might just be the end. I don't know if that's going to be me for a while. And sub 30 is definitely possible. I don't know if I'm going to go for it, but we'll see. Holy cow. Thanks for following along, everyone. Wow. So yeah, there's my new and improved run with my complete overreaction. I mean, it's literally been one day. I'm sure this is going to be beat. It's probably going to be beat by tomorrow morning by the time I wake up in literally 4 hours. It's currently 3 a.m., so I'm very much trying to finish getting this recording done and get it out. But one thing I cannot finish this video without addressing is the insane growth that's been happening on the channel. I need to do more to address it, but it's something that I've been meaning to do for the last couple weeks and have just not gotten around to because of school and also, in all honesty, just a fair bit of procrastination. I actually meant to make a finale of the 37 Furnace series like 2 weeks ago, and then just kind of got caught up in things and kept procrastinating it and putting it off. And I'm kind of glad I did now because of this. So now this can be more the finale because I don't really see how much further I'm going to go than this. But I definitely needed to address it earlier because the growth on the channel has been absolutely mind-boggling. I didn't even realize until a couple days into the high percent seed, just how insane the first video was doing, and yet alone the other two also did fairly well. The ones where I didn't like edit at all besides just adding some commentary. So I cannot thank you guys enough. This is something that I would have done like regardless of whether I got any views or subscribers or not. It was just like a fun thing I wanted to do because I saw Minterbit's video and was just like, oh, this seems like a lot of fun. But it's really cool that I can just do something that I love and have had a ton of fun with, and also have a bunch of people be invested in it and the whole series as a whole. It's been such a cool journey to follow. It's been so cool to see how many people are invested in this series, and I can't wait for the eventual sub 30. Thank you all for sticking around, and whether it's me or somebody else who probably is going to get that sub 30, I'm just looking forward to the future of this category, and I don't think it's going to last that much longer at this point. I do think it's starting to hit its peak because I don't really know how much better of a seed we can get than this. But I just really appreciate all the support I've been receiving, whether it's just checking out the videos, all the people who have subscribed wanting to see more, and I also especially love reading the comments. I've gotten kind of behind on them recently, but I do try to keep up with them as much as I can because it's really cool to see what all you have to say. And I do want to do more when it comes to appreciating my subscribers. I have a pretty cool idea for how to celebrate having over 100 subscribers that I want to get into in the future, but I will discuss that in a future video when I'm not quite so sleep deprived, because at this point I pretty much have to be up for class in 3.5 hours. Now, one other thing I do want to mention, I'm hoping to start doing like probably weekly or maybe bi-weekly uploads kind of coming up in the future. I'm not going to make any promises yet, but honestly the reason I mention that is I want to kind of keep myself accountable and get myself more motivated to try to uphold that idea. So hopefully you'll see a lot more from me in the near future. But until then, love y'all so much. Thanks for sticking around, and I will see y'all later.